lovely. And that's all thanks to them and all the hard work they've done for us. And I want to give you a little update about our summer program and what we got going on here in the school year right now. So this past summer, we actually served 250 members. That was the most members we've ever served at our program. So if you do not know what we do all different types of programs, whether it's financial literacy, career readiness, and we also teach swim lessons. So that's a big part of the program that we do offer. And then currently right now during our school year, we are currently serving 170 kids that are currently signed up, plus more to come. We pick up at 10 schools, all the Clay schools, all the Pinson schools, and JCIB as well. So we're also serving those kids with the same programs that we do in the actual school year as well. But yeah, final thing, just thank y'all so much for everything y'all do. For y'all who have not been to the facility, and for everybody out here, if you've never seen our facility and you are interested in coming to visit, please just swing by. We're always there from 10 to 6 every day. You can ask for me. I will gladly give you a tour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, wanted to make sure that everybody knows that National Night Out is going to be at the Pinson. We're joining with the Pinson at the Bicentennial Park on September 22nd from 6 to 8. So come out. That's an opportunity for you to come out and meet your neighbors and everybody who shows up over there. There will be a council meeting that night. Hopefully we can be speedy quick so we can jot on over there for a little while. Pinson will be providing, I think, hot dogs, and the city of Clay will be providing beverages and maybe ice cream if I can find an ice cream truck. They used to be everywhere, right? So, and the kids, I think, I heard a rumor that the splash pad would be open and would be free. So maybe your kids can wear their bathing suits and enjoy that last little summer splash. The only other thing that I would like to say, I've got two more things. The Royal Family Kids Camp number 218 is going to be hosting another charity ball, pickleball tournament on Saturday, September 12th at our pickleball facility. It's $50 a team, and sign up has to be by September 2nd. So I'm going to have Sarah post that link. And if there's a way we can post it below the YouTube video, we'll do that as well, so that anybody wants to participate in that. And speaking of being signed up by September 2nd, we're closing up our order for our veterans banners. We've been posting that for a while, so I'd like to get them ordered so that we have them up for Veterans Day, because we will and be letting your friends and family know that we will be having a big Veterans Day celebration. It will be this year, Grace Klein Community will be hosting us. And in the past, I think it's Happy Catering has done the meal, and it is really yummy. So if you're a veteran and a plus one of a veteran, be sure and make plans to attend that day. And other than that, I'm going to turn it over to our financial chair, Councilwoman Youngblood.
Good evening, everybody. We're getting ready to propose a draft of the actual budget. And for this year's budget, or this coming year's budget, we're proposing a $5.8 million general fund budget with expenditures being $5.7 million, which right now projected to leave us $56,000. This is just the budget. This is not talking about any other funds. And a couple of things that I just kind of like to highlight that's within that budget. One, road and street improvements. We have several we've noted, and we've got actual schedules set as to certain roads that need to be improved. So included in that budget is $655,000 that will be spent on actual road expenditures. Also, I'd like to note $100,000 that will be used for condemnation, and that's when we have the unsafe houses and buildings that's got to be removed and demolished. The last thing I'd like to point out is our current debt that we have. We're spending about $800,000 on debt, and so we're looking at, of course, that includes the interest. So one of the things we're looking at doing is see if we can pay off one of our actual debts which would then free up more cash for us to do other things in the city as we move forward. Again, I say this is a draft, and what I'm asking of the council, you'll have it before you, and we're not gonna go through it or anything today. What we wanna do is do the first meeting in September, so that will be our open meeting for you all to come and hear the details of that budget. But for the council, I'd like to have a working session prior to, and if you all could check your calendars for August 31st, which is next Monday, to see if we can get that done, because I'd like to have that done before we have our first meeting for the open session, but we're gonna go through the budget in detail. Right now, the finance committee, along with the staff, have put this draft together, and right now we're ready to present it to the actual council. And I've just given you the highlight of the top numbers. We're gonna go through it with the fine tooth comb, and after that, we'll be ready to present it to you all. But if you all can check your calendars and let me know if that date might work for you.
Works for me.
I'm not available
31st
that
at 6
day.
o'clock.
I can do 6.
Six.
I have a meeting at 5.
Yeah, 6.
You're not available, Nate? I'm not available that day for sure.
Okay.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6.
We have 5 out of 6. What do you have available, Nate?
I will be back Thursday the 3rd. I'll be back in Birmingham Thursday the 3rd.
Thursday the 3rd. Okay.
You good with it? I can make anything happen at 6.
The
The
3rd,
3rd.
The 3rd.
I can do the 3rd.
I'll make the 3rd one.
Yeah, I'd like Nathan to be there. Yeah.
So we'll do that work session on the 3rd.
And I can get somebody to cover the shop on the 3rd. So, yeah.
Okay.
September
So we'll
3rd.
set it up for the 3rd.
At
And
6 o'clock here.
6 o'clock here. And then and that will be a working session for us. But on the 8th, we'll be ready to present to the citizens the full budget that we've come up with. But as of right now, I don't know if anybody have anything on topic that they'd like to just kind of present or throw out at the finance committee that we can address, or that we can make sure we take into consideration prior to the meeting. The goal is of that work session to be an hour and 15, stretched to an hour and a half. Hour and a half, I'm calling it.
Yeah.
But hour and a half, I'm calling it, but
Yeah.
the goal is 1 hour and 15. But that way you'll have the budget, and I'm asking that you go through it, and what I'd like you to do is highlight anything that stands out to you that you want clarification on, you have concerns about, that's giving you heartburn, so that way we can address those things. If it's just something that you're not concerned with, everything looks in order, we're not gonna address it because we don't want to spend time going over things that's standard, if you will. You know, we gotta pay the light bill, we gotta pay the water bill. Certain things are standard that we've gotta do, and we don't wanna waste our time doing those things. But otherwise, make sure you go through it and come prepared with your questions so we can move forward. And that's all I have pertaining to the budget, if no one else has any comments about it.
If not, we can move on to going over our current agenda this evening, starting with consent agenda 260802 concerning the payables. Are there any questions or concerns on the payables at this time? That would be page 45 in your packet.
Is the civic website working?
It
What
is,
you're
it's a
saying.
little,
It's wonky the first time you set it up.
and
I haven't
I
gotten
didn't,
through it yet.
I thought I succeeded.
Okay, so if you didn't succeed, I'm okay
And
then.
then I had to go back and we had to work on it again. And now I've got it bookmarked, the exact thing that we need.
the first time you log in, there's a specific URL. I sent out an email right before the meeting with that URL link in it. So if you'll follow that, then after that, you can use the regular.
The other URL he sent us the other day did not go to the right place. on the site.
That is correct. There was one you have to go to
Yeah,
before.
Okay, I was,
Yeah, that
I
was,
tried.
that was the issue.
I tried and I said, well, I'm gonna give up. So,
And if for any reason that happens again, at any point during, because if it goes out on Friday and you don't get it or you can't get in it, let us know. Because we'll figure out a way to get it.
Call
Because I
me.
know that most of everybody has things to do on Monday, so they really need to be able to see it on Saturday and Sunday, so,
Mr. Harris down there, he'll let us know if it doesn't work.
right. Well,
Me?
trust me,
Yeah.
because I've had to call for.
Brad and I
various
have become
things.
close personal friends on trying to get into civic.
Yes. But we've had a couple of emergencies with, people renting the community center. And Beth has called me because they called Beth, Beth called me, I called Brad drove over here on a Saturday. So we're working to do what we can to make sure that everybody gets what they need, so. We'll certainly answer your phone call. or
Yeah,
text
Brad
message.
sent mine out way after closing hours, so.
So we have no questions on the payables?
No questions.
All right, then, we've got, an amendment, 2022-05, the business license for Schedule Y.
That's a carryover from first reading last meeting.
Yes. Because we find that establishing one base license fee per taxpayer, regardless of the number of rental properties and rental units owned, will provide a uniform and administratively, look at me say that word, efficient business license structure consistent with applicable state law. I explained why that was a problem last time, so we're not gonna rehash that, but we wanna be in compliance with the Code of Alabama, and this puts us in compliance with the Code of Alabama.
And Brad did get, my concerns were what the previous were, and Brad did give me a previous one, and we did not appear to have one in place. I mean, we had one type in 2014, so. When we
Correct.
had it, right. Well, I think there was some confusion on whether we did have it or not, but he said we did not. So.
We did not. We missed the bus on that.
Yep.
All right, so if that's, we can move on to resolution 260805, considering the abatement of certain properties. Are there any questions about that?
Everybody noticed you got a quick little handout that's got some adjustments.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. The bottom section of that could just be Xed out. The only two you need are the top parts with abatements. We do not have any public nuisance at this time, so that 260806 will be stricken from our new business.
So the other ones, they just haven't done anything.
That's correct.
Moving right along, we getting our date set, 2027, aren't you? 2027 dates?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
No,
Oh,
meeting dates.
yes, that's,
Meeting dates.
yes, that's moving right along.
I did have a question about one of these on the Ruby Circle.
Yes, sir.
So,
Ruby Circle.
yeah, that's the one where the cars are in the street.
Yes, blocking the cul-de-sac.
Right. So I realize they can't be there. So I get that, but our ordinance doesn't cover that.
So they're not in violation of the street parking because the street parking ordinance specifically excludes residential areas. So that is not what they're in violation of. 2 of the 3 cars that are sitting in the cul-de-sac have not moved in over 3 years, and they're unable to be moved. And the owner is unwilling to move. So
Right.
that's-
But our ordinance doesn't cover stuff, that particular ordinance, because I asked Brad to send it earlier, covers items on private property. They're on the street.
That would become a zoning issue. Your zoning ordinance prohibits, on-street parking
Right.
in areas.
No, I get that. I get they can't be there, but they don't fall within the junk ordinance.
I think
Because they're not on private property. That's why I asked you to send that over to me earlier, because it specifically says private property. I realize that Jefferson County can tow them off because they don't have a tag, but I don't know that we legally can.
The on-street parking ordinance would give us that ability, but it excludes the residential area, which that one is. So are you saying we should not take action on it at all?
I'm saying we should not take action on that at this point under the weed and junk ordinance. I don't believe we can.
that would be something you could carry to district court.
Then let's do that.
Okay.
I think that was the only one. That one's been postponed. Yeah, I think that's the only one I have in there. I was looking for the picture of the other one. No, I know we gotta get them out of there, but I don't think we can get them out of there this way.
Make special note of which one on the list it is, so you can introduce them at the appropriate time.
Remember that one?
52 maybe.
So Brad, can you say again for clarity purpose, if we're not gonna get them moved due to this not following, what are we going to do? Because I'm just sitting here thinking about, these cars have been sitting here for 3 years.
We can take, it being a violation of the zoning ordinance, and the zoning ordinance refers in residential areas, parking on the street, we can carry it to district court as a complaint and get a court order to have it removed.
And with a court order,
We
the
can
Jefferson County Sheriff's Department.
Move it.
Okay.
Can Jefferson County Sheriff's Department not just move them on their behalf or no? Because they're not tagged?
I decline to answer that question on the grounds. Here,
Can they take it?
yes.
Because I know we've got that place somewhere.
They, to date, they have declined to take any, in fact, they will not enforce any ordinances of the city.
Okay.
Well, that's just a free, expired tag.
Is that who passed this thing
2 of them have expired tags, right?
to? The court?
One of them had the 2019 one has been updated, but it still has not been. So there is now only one with an expired tag.
Oh, there's one with an expired tag, so they could ticket that one for being on there.
Theoretically, yes, sir.
Okay.
Right. So am I correct, if we have a court order and Jefferson County removes it, then we're not responsible for the tow fee? Is that correct?
If the court orders it and the county enforces that order, then no, ma'am, we would not be responsible.
All right, moving on. 260807 is our council meeting dates for next year. Ms. Tucci has been looking over next year's calendar to make sure, you know how it is with this one falls on the holiday or it's right before. So the ones that she set, there was only one or two that were gonna be a
It was just one, it was, another
Thanksgiving.
one in 28.
Okay.
So, yeah, there was two, but for 27, it was the week of Thanksgiving is the second meeting. Which I have on here, but we can change it if y'all wanna change it.
We can probably move it up, because some people may just go home and leave town for the whole week. So we may want to move it to, let's see, what's that date?
We could do the 16th or the 30th.
Yeah.
If we did the 16th, we have,
Back to back.
back to back, the 9th and the 16th, which would give us almost over a month.
Yeah, I'll throw the move it to the 30th.
Well, 30th is Monday.
Thursday for Monday.
That's unfortunate.
November the
30th
27th,
is the 20,
November 27th, the 30th is a Tuesday.
it's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Oh, in 2027 or 2020?
27th.
Okay,
27th.
okay.
We've already moved it.
I already moved, okay, yeah.
So that would,
30.
that would spread it out, and we would just have the 3 week would be from the 9th to the 30th.
Okay.
Would that work for folks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So somebody needs to make that amendment. And
so that'll need to be a change that's made.
And then Christmas is on a Saturday, and then it's that following Tuesday.
Yes, when we get there.
What's that date?
Which is why I do it now, so.
That's exactly right. So we're ready and it doesn't sneak up on us. Let's see. 0802 rescinds the rental property inspection program. This is a first reading. If you've had time to read it. If not, basically, we had a resolution in place that would, this would be an ordinance, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
We had one in place that said that if you had rental property and when you changed from one renter to another, the city was required to go in and inspect your rental property.
Why?
Exactly. And, since we're not gonna do that for every house that sells in this city, then we can't be capricious and do it only for rentals. So we're basically rescinding that. And Centerpoint was sued over it. So we don't want that to happen. We want to go ahead and get it
That responsibility.
set up correctly. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Resolution 260808 approves the Rebuild Alabama Plan. The Rebuild Alabama Plan is the annual transportation plan. We get money from the state of Alabama. You've seen the signs out there that say, you know, look at us go, we're rebuilding the roads. Our portion of that this year is $96,479.79. And so we want to get all the goodie out of that and make sure that we are using that to, like you said earlier, do some citywide paving and resurface. Use some of those funds for that. Does anybody have anything else they would like to talk about? Questions, comments, jokes? Anybody got jokes? If not, we will be adjourned for 4 minutes.